And so what what are the biggest challenges that it takes to run an EMS department in Southwest Wisconsin?
The biggest challenge is recruitment. It's the because of the time constraints that is put on people in regards to their work, their family, and their lives. It's hard for people to take a class, become an EMT basic, or even a first responder. And it is a long class. It's 2 nights a week, 4 hours a night for 4 to 5 months. And there's testing, and it's a long class schedule.
And what do you think would help get people into the emergency services in these departments?
Maybe instead of being all volunteers, we might have to become paid someday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of time and hours invested, and the only return you get is the occasional thank you, or somebody shows up at the station and says, they appreciate what you're doing for them. But other than that, we don't receive much.
Because you all are an all volunteer.
Yes,
yeah.
We are all volunteer. None of us receive anything from the service.
And how so how do you all finance the operations for this? Do you get grants or?
There's grants that I write. There is money that is given to us from the municipalities, and there is patient billing.
Yeah. Okay. And let's see here, and then and so what is how, like, in terms of your budget, is what does the majority of it go into equipment, or is it like maintenance of material? Or?
There's a small percent goes into training. Every 2 to 3 years. Well, it used to be 2 years. Now it's going to be every 3 years. Everybody has to take a refresher class, and the squad pays for that all the time. If you want to go to any continuous ed classes like conferences, conventions, the squad pays for all your continuing training. But the majority of the expense is equipment. The ambulance we're sitting here costs us $230,000 when we purchase it, and it takes a lot of work to raise that kind of money.
And so let's see here. And so then and if you were to try to stock it at the next level of service, if you all had paramedics, would that be additional cost then to get?
Yes, the additional costs would mostly be the drugs that the paramedics can give. As far as like the cot and all the other equipment that's here, this level that we're at, a paramedic can also use. But the drugs is the big expense.
Yeah. Is that pretty expensive for?
I don't know what those medications cost.
Okay. Yeah.
Since we're not involved in them, we don't look into it.
Right. All right. So now I guess in terms of so in terms of the best, what do you think the best way to get people to serve on EMS services is?
If I knew that answer, I could tell you that. If I knew that answer, I'd be doing it right now.
Yeah.
Your service members, we're all getting older, and there's just not much incentive for people to do this.